Hello, and welcome to today's practice. My name is Heather, and I will be your guide towards this very gentle yoga flow towards finding your breath. If you'd like to take now as an opportunity to grab a couple of pillows or a bolster, a couple of blocks, whatever is going to make your practice today a little bit more comfortable, I invite you to do so now. I also invite you to take a moment to notice what's going on in your body and where your breath is. Just giving yourself an opportunity to slow things down and just take gentle notice of what's happening. Today we will be working with breaths of 3. So we'll inhale for the count of 3 and exhale for the count of 3. So if at any point during this practice your mind becomes busy and active, you can just gently guide it back towards breaths of 3. Let's begin with doing some gentle neck stretches. I invite you to stretch your neck to the right. Inhale for a count of 3 and exhale for a count of 3. Gently back to center. And now left ear to left shoulder. Inhale for 3 and exhale for 3. If it feels safe in your body and your neck to gently tuck your chin to your chest and gently roll from side to side, you may do so. And if it feels okay and safe within your body to move towards the back, you may do so as well. Nice and gentle. And reversing rotation. And back to center. Now we'll warm up our spines by doing a couple of barrel rolls. We will extend our ribs out to the side, to the front, around, and to the back. So inhaling as we go to the front, 1, 2, 3, and exhaling as we go back, 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale, gently curving the spine out. Inhale forwards, exhale back. Excuse me. And now we'll reverse direction. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. Just being mindful of our own body's limitations. And back to center. Let's continue our practice with doing a couple of wrist rolls. Hands at heart center. And just allowing them to roll up. to warm up rather. Reversed. And now individually. And reverse. And from here, I invite you to set aside your bolster or your pillows and come into a tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we'll push back into child's pose. Big toes together, and just being mindful of our knees and our lower back. Taking an opportunity to breathe into our back lungs. And notice what's going on. If you'd like, if it feels more comfortable for you, you may put a block underneath your forehead and adjust your knees as needed. The further apart your knees are, the bigger the stretch it will be. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. And exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we'll gently walk our hands to the right side of our mat, allowing for a little bit more of a stretch in the left side of our body. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Really breathing into our back and side lungs. And slowly and gently walking our hands back to center and then to the opposite side of our mat. And breathe. Not holding judgment if one side is more flexible than the other. And exhale. Inhale. 2, 3. And exhale. 2, 3. Gently and slowly walking our hands back to center. We can push our hips back up and come back into tabletop. From here, we'll find our first downward dog by lifting our hips and adjusting as necessary. The point of this pose in this practice is for not for, rather, our heels to come down to the floor, but to open up our back body, find strength, and breathe. If a generous bend is needed to straighten your back, then you're more than welcome to do so. You can adjust your hands as you need. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Looking at the top of our mat, we will take a step forward with our right leg, ensuring that our knee is stacked over our ankle, coming up onto the tips of our fingers rather. We'll find strength in our lower body and push up into Warrior Two. Making sure that our knee is still stacked over our ankle and allowing our back foot to be adjusted to the long side of the mat. Finding strength in this pose within our core, our glutes, our arms, and our breath. Looking over our right hand if possible. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, and exhale, 1, 2, 3. From here, we'll grab a block, putting it on the inside. We'll gently straighten our right leg and come down into a triangle pose onto our block. If you don't need a block, then that's great. If you'd like the floor to be a little bit higher, we have 3 different sides and heights to our block, using whichever feels best in your body. If it's possible to look up to your left tips of your fingers, then that's wonderful. If not, you can just soften your gaze, either down or out. And breathe. Finding strength within our lower half again. We'll come back into Warrior Two. Frame our front foot again, bending our knee and coming back into Downward Dog. Reconnecting with our breath. Noticing what's different this time. Looking towards the top of our mat and taking our left foot and stepping it up and through our hands onto tip-top fingers from runner's lunge and into Warrior Two for our second side. Once again, finding strength within our core as well as our legs, ensuring that our bones are stacked and our pelvis is rotated out. Connect with your breath. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Finding that block again, if blocks work for you. Straightening our front leg and coming down into a gentle triangle pose. Being sure to open up our chest and breathe deeply. One more. Inhale and exhale. Finding strength within our legs. Once again, we'll come into warrior two before windmilling the arms down and around, framing our left foot and stepping back into downward dog. Connecting with your breath and noticing what's different. From here, we'll slowly let our knees meet the floor and push back into child's pose once again. Finding our breath. Noticing what's different. Being mindful of uncomfortable twinges. And gently readjusting. From here, we will push back up and come and lay on our back. If having a blanket over your bottom half of your body is most comfortable for you to feel safe, then please, I invite you to get one. From here, we will hug our right leg with our left leg engaged. Having a couple of breaths. And gently guiding our right leg over to our left side of our mat. We can find a bolster or a block. For a gentle supine twist. You may extend your right arm to the right side. And if it feels right in your body, you may gently look over towards your fingertips. Finding your breath. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Gently guiding your right leg up and back to center. You may Bring your left leg up as well for a gentle hug. And release your right leg to the floor while keeping it engaged. A couple of breaths here. And now let's guide our left leg towards the right side of our mat, adjusting our bolster or our block to the other side if you're using one, and extend your left arm to the left side. Finding our breath. And not holding any judgment as to if one side feels different from the other. Inhale for 3. And exhale for 3. Inhale for 3. And exhale for 3. Good. Gently release back, allowing your right leg to come up as well. A gentle hug. Now I invite you to take your preferred baby, happy baby stance. So if you would like, you can still have that blanket on your bottom half of your body. And just grab onto your feet and breathe. If you'd like an extra little massage in your lower back, option to rock back and forth. Focusing on breath and allowing your hips to open. Inhale for 3 and exhale for 3. Inhale for 3 and exhale for 3. Gently coming back to center, hugging your knees one more time, placing your feet on the floor, and maybe offering your body a full body stretch. We'll move into Shavasana, and I will be here to gently guide you back into the room. Gently focusing your breath, counts of 3, adjusting your body as needed. taking the opportunity to reconnect with your breath and possibly with the intention that you set at the beginning of class. Let's bring focus to extending our breath, returning to the room. Give little movements within your fingers and toes. Slowly rolling to either the left or the right. We'll gently push up with our opposite arm and come back into a sitting pose. From here, we'll raise our hands to heart center. Open our eyes, rejoin the room. Thank you for joining me on today's very light yoga flow towards finding your breath. Namaste.